Alright, I wasn't going to do another video, but I was still pulling cards, and I split the deck on St. Christopher and the Chariot, and, well, the Six of Swords, but to me, this is St. Christopher, who helps people along their spiritual journeys to cross the river, so to speak. The river of emotions, the river of whatever it is that you are, trying to get out of, trying to escape, trying to, move on from. And, okay, so yeah, we've got transitions, leaving behind, moving on to calmer waters, distance, and accepting lessons. So, and then this is the Chariot. It's all about actions, movement forward, and even determination of two opposing forces working towards a goal. It could be the same goal, like light and dark working together towards a common goal. And maybe that's what it takes in order to get that movement forward, or really to get that boost, that powerful movement forward. Working together makes all the difference, kind of thing. So to me, this is a powerful message in and of itself. But I guess maybe I'll pull a few more cards and see what comes up. So, okay. So I just split the deck again, and we've got the Chariot and Judgment. Okay. This is powerful. Whatever energy this is that we are picking up on, it's powerful. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is good luck, fate, life cycles, destiny, a turning point. This is a major turning point, I feel, not just for the collective individually, but humanity. We're onto something, right? Something's going on, and now, people don't even realize that, like, now, if you're alive to see this, like, you should be paying attention, because you don't even know. Okay. And we have the Three of Cups, which is celebrations, friendship, collaborations, community, circle of support, social events, creativity, your place of shared joy. So yeah, I feel like the wheel is turning in our favor. We're going to be celebrating soon. And this is, definitely I feel like some divine intervention. Okay, we have the Four of Wands, which is, this is kind of like a follow-up message, I guess, to the one I just did, because this is all about stability, right? Homecoming, harmony, stability. Yeah. I think we've been living on volatile ground for far too long. Most people didn't even realize it, but you could feel it. You could see the effects of it, depression and things like that. That they just want to medicate away rather than really fix the problem. And I think that that's what's happening now, is that we haven't been turning a blind eye to these things and just taking a pill and saying, oh, it's fine, this is normal, because it's not normal. And I think enough people have woken up to the fact that it's not normal and started asking questions like, what's going on? Why is this happening? Where is the disconnect? Where's the breakdown? Where's the problem? And yeah, so then we have the Knight of Pentacles, practical, reliable, slow and steady, hardworking, committed, grounded, patient, efficient, conservative, and pragmatic. So this is just telling me that it's been a long time coming. This change that we're about to witness, it's been a long time coming. Oh, okay. Ace of Cups, new love, new relationship, compassion, creativity, new emotions, emotional awakening, deeper feelings, proposal, spiritual intimacy. Okay. So, I don't know if you've heard of the Great Awakening, but I definitely feel like that's kind of what's going on here. We're entering into the age of Aquarius, which is all about healing. And I think that what comes before the healing is the awakening. You have to wake up to the divine. You have to allow, the divine to come into your life to guide you. Just your intuition. It's allowing your intuition to be activated, turned on, and letting it guide you, and kind of letting it, just listening to it. Not ignoring that inner voice inside of you. Yeah, that's the feeling that I'm getting from this. And, it's the dove of peace. And it's diving into the cup and pouring overflowing. And cups is all about love. We're entering into the peace, love, happiness, joy, stability, which I feel, all of those things you can't really have or enjoy without a sense of stability. If you don't feel stable, I don't think that you're going to be able to feel, truly loved, or at least not, at a deeper level. So things are going on. It's definitely divinely guided. This is divine intervention. Queen of Cups, passionate, compassionate, warmth, caring, intuition, healer, supportive, in the flow, empathy. Okay, so yeah, and Ace of Wands. Okay, so we've got two aces here, like basically back to back, and this is all about passion and new beginnings, right? Aces. So this is a passionate new beginning. In love, in peace, and stability, divinely guided. And maybe it's for a Queen of Cups. Maybe you're a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Maybe that's just the energy that you hold. But passion. Potential. Yeah. New initiative. What is this Ace of Wands about? What's this Ace of Wands? Okay. So if we go along with our previous message, this can be the Nine of Swords and the upright could be like the spirit of depression and oppression and just like being in a complete and utter nightmare, right? But we're in the Nine of Swords reverse, which is releasing fear, healing and relief, ending of mental torment. So like that spirit of oppression, depression, let's say that the devil is depression, right? Because it's attacking you with mental, like, like negative thoughts mentally. That's ending. That's ending. Recovery, facing life, finding help, learning to cope. And this is, like very passionately, healing. Very determined to heal, to move on. We had St. Christopher and Six of Swords, so yeah, definitely about like moving on, moving away from all of this, and all that has been going on. And the Magician, manifestation, focus, creativity, skill, turning visions into reality, inspiration, willpower, desire, resources, and abilities. I feel like maybe you or the collective may have manifested this individually, but the feeling that I'm getting from this card is that once we get to that place of stability, where we do feel like the spirit of oppression, of depression, the devil, whatever you want to call it, has been defeated. Once we feel the effects of that, once we feel the weight has been lifted, manifestations are going to happen a lot easier. People are going to be a lot more powerful because they're going to feel a lot more powerful, because they are going to be a lot more powerful, because the whole point of that oppression, of oppressing you, was so that you didn't feel powerful. Even though you are so powerful, that's why they had to oppress you. And the Four of Cups reverse, which is a new outlook, a new option, retreat, clarity, awareness, time to snap out of it, choosing happiness and acceptance. So this is, to me, this is pretty big. Like, this is, the spirit of depression, oppression. It can be mental, yes, and you can overcome it simply by having a new outlook. But it's also about being aware of what the root cause is, because it's not going to be a permanent fix until you fix the issue, And I feel like what's finally happening is that it's actually getting fixed, right? Enough people are aware of what the root cause is and are taking action. People are snapping out of whatever, whatever spell they've been under, basically, from the spirit of oppression and depression and all the things that the powers that be have been, trying to hide from us in order to oppress us. And it's all coming out, and also, making the choice. People are realizing that the choices that you make determine, the outcome. So if you're making bad choices, then, you're not going to be so happy. And people are going to wake up to that, and they are waking up to that. And happiness is a choice, because happiness can be determined by the choices that you're making. And if you're not making good choices, then that's why you're not happy. So if you want to be happy, you have to realize it's because of the choices that you've been making, and choose differently. Choose happiness. You know, if you are, in crumbling debt, because you thought that buying this or that when you didn't really have the money to was going to make you happy, or that you felt like it's what you do, or you had to, keep up with the Joneses, or maybe you bought the house that cost twice as much money because, you didn't really care because it was credit and you could pay for it, but then you lost your job and now you can't, It's about making good choices. And people, I think that's what it is. People are starting to become more accountable, holding themselves more accountable for the choices that they've made, and realizing that if they want to be happy, they're going to have to make better choices, right? Choosing happiness and acceptance that basically you did it to yourself, because even if there is a spirit of oppression, or a group of people, at the highest levels oppressing you, ultimately you allowed it. Yep. Six of Pentacles reverse, debt, one-sided, imbalance, strings attached, gifts, selfishness, self-care, inequality, power dynamics, abuse, generosity. Yeah. So that basically just goes along with everything I just said. Everything I just said. You made the choice to go into debt, right? Which is a very one-sided deal. Let me tell you, especially the way that the laws are made right now, and how, look at a mortgage. You get a $300,000 mortgage, and you end up paying like $900,000 by the time it's all said and done. If you're lucky and you don't have, back in 2008, like they did those balloon mortgages, that's why everybody lost their freaking homes. Because they got into a deal that they didn't really understand, or really just didn't care, didn't think, about the future and what could possibly happen. So, they bought a house for an interest rate of 5%, but then it was, in their contract or whatever, that in 10 years they could reevaluate and the interest rate could go up or down. And then when that time came, the interest rates ballooned. And so they went from having an interest rate of 5% to 15%. And so the cost of their mortgage changed so dramatically, it went up so much they could no longer afford their house. So they lost all the money that they put in for a deposit, they lost all the money that they paid to that point. And the banks really are the ones that made out the best in that situation, because they got all of that money, plus they got to take possession of the home, and they sold the homes. So, ultimately, they actually made a shitload of money, yet they got bailouts. They got bailouts from the government, even though they were already making money off all those deals. They got bailouts for making money. So yeah, it's people just don't understand, and that's what I'm saying, is we allowed those things to happen. We allowed it because of our ignorance, because of our stupidity, because we chose to be blind to it, to look the other way. But now we're making better choices, and we're not doing that anymore. And that's why things are turning around. That's why things are getting better. That's why we have these new beginnings, this Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands, and the stability. All right, just give me one or two more cards so you can close this out. Okay. Yeah. So we have the Tower, sudden change, upheaval, revelations, awakening, destruction of old foundations, disaster, trauma, chaos, and radical shifts. So this is definitely kind of going along with the energy that we've been seeing for the last few weeks. And, that obviously is continuing here today. that there's, all of this is saying, there's going to be change. And towers can be shocking. And maybe even a little bit scary, but we have to realize that sometimes it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Things falling down may seem like a bad thing, a scary thing. Change, sudden change, any kind of change can be scary. But we have to remember that it's happening for us, not to us. This has all been divinely guided. So, it's all for the greater good in the end. There may be a period of transition, a time of, not really knowing what's going to happen. But it's important that you stay calm. That you, there we go. You be a leader, right? A King of Pentacles, a strong leader, right? That you be that master of your own throne, and you just share that stability. You be a leader and help provide safety and security for the world by maintaining that energy in yourself, and then sharing it. When you go out into the world, make sure that this is the energy that you're in, so that things work out. They don't fall apart. Just because the tower is falling does not mean that the world is ending. It's the beginning of a new beginning. Okay, so that's the end of the reading. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I hope that I've helped. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it's given you some insight, some clarity, maybe just confirmed some things that you already felt or knew on your own. And until next time.